So here's the start of my day. Vape Nation, puffing clouds, heading up to the bank. Got tangled again, right off the bat. So I throw a few casts out, more tangles. Like I said, I spend more time. There were some dogs barking and there was a big splash over there, so that's why I was checking that out. So I was sitting there casting out, just seeing what I could get. I started with the spook, because for some reason during this fall I've been having tons of luck with the topwater spook. More tangles. And more tangles. As soon as I went to itch my nose, that's when I got bit. So I let him take it a little bit and then went to yank to set the hook, and sure enough, it popped right out. As soon as I took my hand off, and then right there, that's where I lost the spook. The same spook that I lost from episode 1. And so then I'm sitting there trying to untangle my line and everything. I just bought that spook again and had it for probably 2 days before that inner ring came out and my line just seared off. I wanted to give a review about this Black Max Next Generation Abu Garcia rod and reel combo. I've had it for about a month, and first what happened was the little inner ring. I'm no expert, but I'm just giving my general view. I've had it for like a month. The inner ring that keeps the line smoothly going through the guides and all that popped out on the very tip here. I was able to kind of push that in enough that it kind of had stayed put, but then next thing you know, the second one up popped out today, lost me a $5, $6 spook lure, one of my favorites that I already lost once in the first store if you watched the first video or whatnot. So I went and bought a new one at Walmart and lost that one today fishing because of the guides, the little inner guides falling out. So I'm a little ticked off. I mean, I've had it about a month. I love everything about this rod except for that fact. You know, I've enjoyed it for the past month, you know, using it to kind of, I know it's a beginner rod, but you'd think, I mean, $100, I should get more than a month out of this rod. The reel, I haven't had any issues with the reel. The one thing I do wish is that there was a little bit more it's either tight or completely loose on the, not the drag, not the brake, but the kind of, the spool tightener. It goes from either the bait doesn't move or you let it just a little bit loose and it just sinks. Just sits there and drops right away. So I wish there was a little more give or take. There's a lot of give and take when you spin it, but really there's about that much between once you hit that spot to get it to sit there and either be tight or loose on the spool. But other than that, I love the reel and everything. My issue is just with the rod. It's the, you know, Abu Garcia Black Max 6'6" medium BMA X3C661M is, I assume, the model number. But I figured I'd just give my review of it. I'm gonna have to, I've been searching. I keep receipts like a hoarder, and I've been searching through probably 400 receipts trying to find the one so I can return it to Walmart and hopefully get it replaced. I don't think that I should have to replace the guides and everything on a rod that's a month old. So I'm hoping I can sit there and just swap it out and get a whole new one. We'll see, but that's my review of that beginner Abu Garcia Black Max baitcaster, the next generation 6'6" medium. I'm probably gonna end up getting the same one, or I might upgrade just a little bit, but I'm worried if I get the same one, I'm gonna end up in the same issue a month later. You bet I'm gonna keep that receipt in my wallet. Anyways, that's my review of it. Thanks. So now I head out to the infamous pier that I've had a lot of success on after switching to my other rod. And I didn't catch on camera the fish that I caught in between there. When I first switched to the rod, I hit another spot and caught one. There's the picture of that. But I headed out to that pier again and had a second spook, the Strike King spook, silver, and was sitting there throwing that out. It was a spinning rod, but I was still using 15-pound monofilament on it, and it was kind of driving me crazy. The monofilament was sinking under the water, and so the spook that I was using, the nose was dipping down. I got tired of it and decided to go take the braid off of the bait caster, what I had left, and spin it onto my spinning reel. So then I again headed back out and started casting again. And I was casting some more, and there was one spot where, man, it was a big one that sat there and just swallowed it. And same thing, as soon as I pulled back to set the hook, it popped right out of his mouth. So I kind of threw a little mini hissy fit there, ticked off that I didn't hook him. So I continued casting out to the same spot for a few times, and then kind of changed, went a few feet over. And that's when the other one hooked up, finally sat there and got him on. So far today, I've lost a lure, and this would caught one fish, and then this would be the second one. Both were, you know, probably about 1.5-pounders, maybe 2 if I was lucky. They were small enough that I didn't worry about weighing them or anything like that. But I also came up and went to the camera to sit there and show you. I had a little kind of GoPro camera. I thought I was closer so you could get kind of a better look at it. And again, this is on the second spook that I caught him, a silver shad colored kind of spook, the Strike King. Went back and released him. Decided to show the spook or whatnot. I didn't get a chance to show the other one. Continued casting. And then I went to a jerkbait, but the jerkbait, the weeds come up the grass comes up pretty high up there in the middle. And the jerk, even though I was barely kind of twitching it and letting it float up each time, it continually came back with grass all over it and so on. So I skipped that and then decided to go to a topwater popper. Tried that a few times, and that was it. I only had about an hour and 15 minutes to get out there in the morning before I had to leave and go to the gym and get to work. So that was it.